Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another concert review in my series of concert reviews. Today, I am going to do one that I've done once or twice since starting my YouTube channel. Whether it's the Wood Brothers, whether it's Oliver Wood, I just love to get the word out about this band whenever I can. And yeah, I was able to see the Wood Brothers last night, and I was front row with my cousin Ethan, who I've talked to you about in the past. He was in my last concert video where I talked about Old Crow Medicine Show. Um, Wood Brothers have a new album coming out called Heart is the Hero, and they currently have a single out called The Pilgrim. I highly recommend it. Check it out. The album itself is going to be a little bit more stripped back than some of their other albums. And like they said last night prior to the show, the Wood Brothers kind of incorporate a mix of all sorts of different music, blues, jazz, folk, a little gospel, all thrown into a nice pot, and it comes out sounding like the Wood Brothers. They're awesome. This is my third time seeing them. Again, I've also seen Oliver Wood twice as well. Just saw him in January and saw him at this venue last April. The venue is called the Harvester Performance Center in Rocky Mount, Virginia. Small little venue. It holds a little more than 400 people, I think. It used to be an old Harvester, an International Harvester showroom, and then it became, I think, a pet store. It's been several different things. It was vacant for a few years. It's been around now for about 10 years as a concert venue. Just a great place to see a show. I used to blog there the year after college, volunteered, and saw a bunch of different shows for free, shows that I would never have seen otherwise, but I got to see them as part of the perks of writing blogs for them. So anyway, great show. They did The Pilgrim, the new single, and again, the Wood Brothers consist of guitarist and lead vocalist Oliver Wood, his brother Chris Wood, his younger brother, on the bass and harmonica. And if you are from the jazz world, you know that Chris Wood is also part of Medeski, Martin, and Wood, a trio I think that are celebrating their 30th anniversary this year. And they're kind of a jazz fusion instrumental group. But Chris and Oliver joined together close to 20 years ago, and kind of said, why don't we play together? And so they got together, started the Wood Brothers, and have put out several great albums of music. Their most recent release was called Kingdom in My Mind. Fantastic album. They did a few songs from that. A little bit sweet. Um, they did, what was it called? It is called, here's the album, Kingdom in My Mind. They did Little Blue, which is a great song. Um, they did Don't Think About My Death, I think. Oh, no, they did Jitterbug Love, which is cool, which is a Chris Wood vocal. Really, really good song. They did, um, let's see, Seasick Emotions from this album, One Drop of Truth from 2018. It's another Chris Wood song. Sparkling Wine from there. They didn't do many songs from this album, surprisingly. They came out and opened with one of my favorite songs that the Wood Brothers do. It's from their album The Muse, which came out in 2013, and they opened with The Muse, and I've only heard them do that once. The very first time that I saw them at this venue, probably close to eight or 9 years ago. So that was really cool. They came out. Jono, the percussionist, Jono Ricks is the third member. He plays an instrument called the shitar, and I'm gonna see if I have a picture of it. I don't think I do. Anyway, it's a guitar that's got all sorts of stuff on it, and Jono is also at the Oliver Wood show. He plays percussion in Oliver Wood's solo band as well. But he plays the drums, he plays the keyboards at the same time. It's incredible. He sings harmony vocals, just killer. Did that. They did, um, all the Wood Brothers songs. They did, oh shoot, what's it called? Um, Wasting My Mind. They did that one from the Muse, the opening track. Just all sorts of great stuff. And they had an opener, a female singer songwriter named Michaela Ann, who the name sounded very familiar when I saw that she was opening. My cousin Ethan was describing her a little bit on the way to the gig, and come to find out, I had actually seen her at the Harvester last year. She opened for the Milk Carton Kids, and she was good. She was kind of a mellow singer songwriter. Lives in Tennessee, in her early 30s. Um, a little bit mellow for the Wood Brothers. I think it was very relaxed. I mean, there's a place for that kind of music, but it was a little bit on the quiet side for me. So, but Ethan got a CD and had it signed. She came out and signed merch and things. The Wood Brothers, it was funny. They were talking. They recently had a bus breakdown that they were driving, and so they said it's been, a rough few days trying to reorganize their route, make sure they had rides. So some of their merch they didn't have with them. I think they had posters that weren't there. I think some T-shirts. They had limited quantities just because they couldn't carry it all in the van that they were now traveling in, like probably like their old days. But yeah, check out the Wood Brothers. They're killer. Michaela Ann, the singer, the opener, came out. They all gathered around one mic and sang the song "Angel Band," which the Wood Brothers sang on one of their early albums. So I'd never heard them do that live, so that was really cool for her to sing harmony with the other three guys. And then they closed the set. They closed the show obviously with they had "Luckiest Man," their big hit, um, and then they sang another's track, um, and I think it was "Snake Eyes." I think is what they finished with. But they came out and did two songs from this record. They did "Satisfied," which is a killer track. They did "Alabaster," the opening track, I believe is what they did with their closer. And then they finished with "Ophelia" by the band, which you can find on this album, Live at the Barns, where they played at Levon Helm's barn up in New York. It's really cool when they do "Ophelia." Oliver takes the first verse, Jono takes the second, and then Chris takes the third, and they bring it back to Oliver for the close. Just really great. They jam. Chris Wood is a phenomenal bassist. He plays stand up bass like nobody else. I mean, he's got that jazz influence, but he can make it funky too. He is insane, incredible. Check out Chris Wood on the bass. It's insane. Um, so yeah, he played, stand up. He had a couple of Hofner basses, like Paul McCartney type basses. So just an all around great group of musicians. The Wood Brothers, Chris and Oliver Wood, John O'Ricks on the keys and percussion. Um, just fantastic show. I have seen them again two other times. This was probably the best that I've seen them, and being front row, hard to beat. To have Oliver look at you and smile and that sort of thing. Just that connection is great on the front row. You don't get that in the back. So yeah, again, as always, check out the Wood Brothers. Check out all of their records. They're just fantastic. There's a lot more than this, and let me know what you think. I'll be reviewing them again sometime soon down the road. So in the meantime, y'all be good. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.